Hello, class. Mr. Stone here. The lesson for today is a continuation of our year's end work. The problems I pulled up just to put on there, they actually came from the state of Georgia. They had these as problems for students that are going to be taking all the mass cash, the different year end type exams, to get what did you retain over the year? One of the better ways, I hope, I've encouraged you to bring a notebook to every class and take notes. Go back and review all your notes. That's one of the better ways. These are your own handwriting. And you can look at it and say, oh yeah, I remember how to do this. I remember how to do this because you wrote it down yourself. So I encourage you to take notes in all your classes, not just your math class. Take them in all your classes. And when you study for these final exams, they're your best source of reference, okay? And remember what I always say is, don't be the first one to turn in your paper, be the last one, okay? Go over your work, take notes. On the side of the paper, use scratch paper, write down things. Another thing is, when you get this exam, when the teacher says, yes, start the exam, go through the exam, skim through real fast, and look down and say, hey, which questions can I answer real fast? What can I answer? Okay? And take those ones and check them off. Yes, no, because, hey, these are free points almost, and you might run out of time and you don't get to question number 26 or 27, and they were like simple ones to answer. It's like 1/4, how much percentage is that? And you say, oh, that's 25%. That was like a given one, okay? And you just picked up a few points. Okay, so without much ado, let's start the lesson. Okay, now it says put in the symbol to make the statement true. It says negative 17.5 is greater than, less than, equal to the negative square root of 121. Okay, what we kind of got to do here is we got to kind of get everything on the same page. What I do is take the square root of 121. Hey, what is that? Okay, so let's push that in your calculator. Okay, if you're using your own calculator, be familiar with how this thing works. Know where the square root sign is. Know where the squares are. How to figure a cube root. So you're not looking at it during the exam saying, oh, where was that button? Learn where these buttons are. If you're doing an online test and you have to use the calculator that they gave you, make sure you reviewed on the tutorial how to use their calculator. Practice, okay? So you're not looking for these little buttons, okay? So let's push in 1, 2, 1, square root. It says 11, okay? A lot of times, a lot of students would have known it's 11, okay? Because you learn a lot of the square roots. 10 times 10 is 100. 11 times 11 is 121. 12 times 12 is 144, okay? So you would have been able to come up with that, okay? So it's 11, okay? Let me write this down, okay? 11, okay? Now, don't forget it's got a negative sign in front, okay? So it's really negative 1 times the square root of 121. So negative 1 times 11 is negative 11, okay? Now, they want to know, is 17.5 less than, greater than, or equal to? Okay, don't forget, on negative numbers, the bigger the number, the less value it has, okay? So it's actually less than, okay? So it's A, okay? So 17.5 is less than negative 11, okay? Now, next one. What comparison symbol should be placed between the two numbers, okay? Now, remember what I said, on negative numbers, the bigger the number, the less value it has, okay? So negative 1.98 is less than negative 1.97, okay? So it's less than, okay? So let's check off that one too, right here, okay? Now, order, they want 3 times pi, the square root of 10, and 3.25 from least to greatest, okay? So now you kind of got to put these in perspective things. So make them all numbers and decimals if you so desire, okay? But really you can solve this kind of quick in a way. Okay, you ready? It's like you know that 3 times pi, which is 3.14, okay, as an average, that's going to be a pretty big number. That's going to be greater than all the rest. So you know that 3 pi is going to be the last one, okay? So number C ain't going to work. That's going to be a wrong one, okay? And number D is going to be wrong. So now you're down to 2, okay? So, but now what you have to do is figure out what's the square root of 10, okay? So remember, so you just push in 10, square root. It's 3.16. Let me write that down. 3.16 is the square root of 10, okay? So now, is that less than 3.25? So that means 3.25 is going to be the biggest number, okay? And they want from least to greatest, okay? So that's going to be bigger than, so it's going to be A. 3.16, then it's going to go 3.25, and then it's going to go 3 times pi. And that's how they're going to go, and that's how that one went, okay? So that's all there was to that one, okay? 3 boys shared a whole pizza. Andrew ate 25% of the pizza. Alfonso ate 5/8 of the pizza, and Tyler ate 0.125% of the pizza. Who ate the most? Okay? So now, like I said, you got to kind of put all these in perspective, okay? Well, you know 0.25, 25%, okay? If you put that in a decimal, okay, it's going to be 0.25 equals 0.25. So we got that one. We know Tyler ate 1.25, so he ate the smallest. Okay, and then 5/8. Okay, well, you know 4/8 would be 0.50, so we know that Alfonso ate the most. Okay, because you can just do quick math. The 5/8. Now, do you remember how to put 5/8 as a decimal? Want me to show you? Okay, 5/8. So we write the fraction 5/8. Now to do this, we just carry this line over a little further, make that as a little t, put the 5 down here, and now we put our decimal point right there. Then we carry our decimal point up, okay? So 8 goes into 5 0 times. So we put a 0 there. 8 goes into 50, okay, 6 times. We come down with 48, and we get a 2. We put another 0, we carry that down. 8 goes into 20, 2 times, so 0.62. So that's a bigger number than these, so 0.62. So that means Alfonso ate the most. Okay, simplify the fraction. Okay, we got 15/12. So we write 15/12. Okay, now what we're looking for is the least common denominator that will go into both of these. So I usually just start with 2. 2's not going to work because 15 is an odd number. Does 3 work? Yeah, 3 works, so we can get 5/4. 3 goes into 15, 5 times. 3 goes into 12, 4 times. 5/4 is, number A is 5/4. And that's all there was there. Okay? Now, reduce the fraction 15/30. Okay, we got 15/30. Same thing. Let's see what number would go in. Okay, 3 goes into both. Okay, 3 goes in 5 times. 3 goes in 10 times. But can we reduce this a little more? Yeah. Hey, 5 goes into both these. I can see that right away. Equals 1/2. And I think that's fully reduced. Okay, we got D. That was easy. Okay, now which is not equivalent fraction to 3/4. Okay, well, we know all they did on the first one, the 30/40, is add a 0 to both. That was easy. Okay, so we know that's an equivalent one. Okay, so we can cross this off because it's not. Okay, now we look at B. All they really did was multiply by 25 for both of them. That's how they got up with 75. Yes, that one is fine. Okay, now we got 9/16 and 9/12. Okay? So what we're going to have to do is just see, hey, if we reduce 9/16, okay, what would that be? 9/16. What number goes into both of these? Really none. Okay, nothing goes into both of these, so that one's not going to be it. So it leaves 9/12. Okay, so let's cross this out. Okay, 9/12. Does 3 go into both of these? Yeah, 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So 9/12 is the answer. So all we have to do is highlight that. Hey, that was given. Okay, find the equivalent fraction. Okay, so we take 24/6. 24/6. What's the least common denominator? 6 is going to be it. I know it. Okay, so it's going to be 4/1. Oh, but that's really not what they're looking for. Okay, they're not really looking for that. You know what they're looking for? They're looking for something that's fairly similar. Okay, so hey, let's start with A. Okay, if we took 24/6, if we divide it by 2, what would we get? We get 12/3. Okay, so that's 12/3. That's what it is. That one works. Okay, you know 3/12 ain't going to work because quick math tells you you're looking for 4 as the answer. You know, if you reduced 24/6 all the way down, you'd have 4. Okay, 3/12 is too small. 12/4, if you reduce that all the way down, you put the 4 into the 12, you'd have 3. And then B, 4/12, that's smaller. So it's A, that's the answer. Okay, so that was all there was to that. Okay, I think I'm going to stop it at these, and guys can review them, watch the tape again, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'll help my YouTube ratings. And remember what I said is math can be fun, okay? And never be the first one to turn in your test paper or your quiz. Always be one of the last, okay? They're flipping the lights and telling you, hey, the class is over, the bell's ringing. Okay, that's when you want to turn in. You want to check all your work because you don't want to make any silly mistakes by adding 3 plus 2 and come out with 6 instead of 5. Okay, thank you very much. Have a great day. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.